guarantee that all of us have at least one thing in common. We love to eat. My name is Tara Lafferty, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about the benefits of shopping at Aldi's. Grocery shopping and selecting the food we eat is one of the most important things that we will ever do. And it's no easy task with today's challenges of high food prices and low quality of food. Shopping at Aldi's provides positive benefits to both your wallet and your health. So we're going to discuss the problems with grocery shopping today, the alternative business strategies that Aldi's use to alleviate some of those issues, and how we are healthier from shopping at Aldi's. I am a mother who is committed to providing the healthiest food options for my family. I am also a student in early childhood education, and eventually I'll be a teacher and an administrator that will be responsible for many children, and I want to make the best choices that I can for them. I also know firsthand how expensive it can be to provide healthy food options for your family. It is important to all of us because our body provides the fuel that provides all of our daily functions. It is essential that we provide our bodies with the healthiest fuel that we can. So what's the issue? Why does it all matter? There is a real disconnect between our health and what is healthy for us and what is actually provided for us on the shelves. Just because it's on the shelves does not mean that it's healthy for our bodies, even if it's marketed to look like it. The problem with grocery shopping today is high food prices for quality food. Aldi's is working to bridge that gap and work to keep their consumers healthier. Unfortunately, it's also our responsibility to pay attention to the ingredients on the label. Large corporations use confusing tactics like giving harmful ingredients multiple names so we think that it's not in our food, and by using confusing words like natural on their food so that we think it's safe to eat. And to top it all off, the food is expensive in the first place. And for most Americans, the price for high quality food is just too high. USA Today estimates a week's worth of groceries using a thrifty meal plan on average costs $146 a week. With a liberal food plan, they average it at $289 a week. USA Today also reported in a separate study that the average salary of Americans is $35,876. If we do the math here, we'll see that that's 20% of the average American salary just to use a thrifty meal plan to get their family groceries. With these high numbers, we can see why many families choose to overlook some of these ingredients, especially when they see healthy marketing tactics. Families are not the only ones making food compromises. Companies will often choose their wallet over the health of their consumers. Aldi's, however, takes this risk seriously and has removed harmful ingredients from the shelves. Men's Fitness listed those ingredients as 3 of the top most harmful additives for humans. The owner of Aldi's has estimated that they have affected at least 30 million people by removing just 3 ingredients from their shelves. And the CDC approximates that 1 in 10 people in North Carolina have diabetes. So what's the connection of all this information? MSG, high fructose corn syrup, and trans fat have been linked to diabetes. Those happen to be the same 3 ingredients that Men's Fitness listed as the most harmful additives for our bodies, and the 3 same ingredients that Aldi's has chosen to remove off their shelves. Nothing is more serious than our health. This affects all of us. You've more than likely been concerned about your health and definitely concerned about your wallet, but are you convinced that changing your grocery store can make such a huge impact? Aldi's has made it their mission to keep prices low without altering the consumer health. Like I said, they've done that by removing trans fat and the other 2 harmful ingredients. They've done this by adopting unique business practices to keep their prices low. One way that they do this is by keeping their staff numbers down to 10 to 12 people per store. So each person plays a very important role in the store, therefore increasing job stability and allowing them to pay higher salaries. Another way that they do this is by not bagging groceries themselves and requiring the consumer to do it. The third way that they do this is by requiring the consumer to rent the grocery cart for 25 cents. You get the 25 cents back whenever you return the cart. This allows them not to have to pay someone another salary to go and retrieve the carts. These unique business practices have allowed them to keep prices low. The proof is in the pudding, I would say. Aldi's is expanding and operating for decades. They have expanded from a mom-and-pop store in Germany to a global chain, and sister store Trader Joe's has also been very successful. They have been consistent to serving their consumers. Still not convinced? My favorite thing about Aldi's personally is that they did not announce that they were removing any of these ingredients until they were already off the shelf. Any company that refused to remove them is not able to sell their products at Aldi's. And 90% of their products that they sell are their own brand. So they're able to easily monitor quality control and verify that these ingredients are not there. So if they are so great, why aren't all these other major chains adapting these practices? And what if they all did? Well, if they did, there would be a major shift in power from the companies who control these foods and put them on the shelves and put the bad stuff in there to begin with, back to the people. Imagine a world where there was no need for natural, fat-free, and organic labeling because all the food was safe to begin with. Well, we may have to bag our own groceries, but I think that the risk is worth it. We're avoiding some major health risks by shopping at Aldi's because they do not include MSG, trans fat, and synthetic artificial colors, which leads to diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and obesity, just to name a few. We've discussed the benefits of shopping at Aldi's, the high cost and low quality provided at grocery stores, Aldi's business practices that have led them to keeping prices low, and why it all matters. I challenge all of us to try shopping at Aldi's for 1 month, just to see if you save money and see if you're choosing healthier options in the meantime. Aldi's alone has benefited 30 million people just by removing 3 ingredients. This gives us hope that we can all make a difference in the world. Thank you, guys.